right, we are live, getting started. So thank you again. If you are just for the two people that have already joined us, welcome, welcome. If you are new, this is called the U-Turn, a platform that is empowering our communities through the power of storytelling, constructive dialogue, and guided actions. And our aim is to promote social change. We want people to make U-turn socially, economically, and even in business. And that is why we're here. And today, if you don't know me, I'm Kuol Flip, and I'm joined by my other co-host, Alakir Ding, with a very, very special guest and U10 member, actually, because now this is the second time. Awan Awan, who was also my former colleague. Welcome, Awan. We're always honored to have you share
Thank you.
ideas and actions on the U10 platform. So before I can give the chance to Awan Kuol to introduce himself briefly and to introduce the topic of today, which is really very important topic that you don't want to miss. It is running below there, empowering neighborhoods for the future of our children. I want to just acknowledge those 4,000 and 200 followers that are supporting the U-turn. Please don't let this message of U-turn end with you. Continue to share the message to reach people that may benefit from it, and that includes our conversation today. So if you find the topic that we bring to you that are very enriching to yourself, they might also be enriching to someone else. So please click the share button and let other people from your network join us. So welcome back to you, Awan Kuol. Yiniran when on our platform. This is your second time. Not many people in Yachin, but we are very honored to have you. Can you please introduce yourself briefly and this is an important topic about neighborhoods and why is it an exciting thing that our people should pay attention?
Thank you. Thank you, Apollo Kurumong. Thank you, Alakirding. And thank you to the U-Turn team for organizing these important conversations. I would like to thank the members and the followers and those who share and follow this great platform. I'm so honored to be on this platform for the second time. And thank you, Paul, for reaching out and formulate this great conversation, especially the topic you've selected. It's very relevant to us. My name is Awan Kuol. I'm based in Australia. I've lived in Australia for the last 18 years, nearly 19 years now. I came here as a young man, did my high school here, did my university, got a master's in teaching, master's as a bachelor of community development. I work in the library or city council for the last 12 years. So I work at various departments in the council, so 4 departments, including customer service, library service, community services, and youth services. I'm also a community volunteer, so I do a lot of community voluntary work. I'm helping our community members. Some of you have seen some of the things that I do, including organizing traditional dance, Lord, of course, for the last 12 years. I've also volunteered for the Salvation Army. I also, live in two cities in Australia, Adelaide and Melbourne. I live in Melbourne for 17 years, 1 year and a half in Adelaide. So I've moved around Australia as well. I've seen some of the stuff that I'm going to talk about. I've seen also some of the decisions or policies made by the council when I work in my council role. I also work for the Department of Education as a teacher, so that's my current job at the moment. But I do work at the library as a casual librarian at the moment. But yeah, that's a little bit about me. I believe I was born and raised in Sudan or South Sudan in the village. So I lived in the village. I had a great childhood experience. I grew up there. I did everything every child do in the village. I was initiated to be promoted to be an adult in the village. So, I've lived a good life and also had a great experience. And I'd like to share that experience with all of us. I do talk about these important issues sometimes, and people do listen to them. I don't know how they take them into that, put them into the action. But let's see how we're gonna go. We're gonna talk in Dinka, unfortunately, some simply because majority of the followers are Dinka speakers, not Dinka people, but Dinka speakers. And it's important to convey a message in a language that majority of people understand. So there's no point of restricting that. So I'm gonna speak in Dinka, but I'll mix it with English as well. So for those whose English, so Dinka is not that great. Apology for that, but it's another way of promoting our language as well. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I
Another
forgot
way.
to mention, oh, did I mention Bachelor of Community Development? So that's so a thing that I'm going to talk about come from my also my studies, and I do read a lot. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. What a bio. What a bio. And I know many people here that are joining will be very will really find this conversation enriching. Marcia, hello to you and all everyone that is watching. You drop your comment, we'll be able to see. And if you have question, we'll be able to ask. I want to call to answer too. And so one the main question of today's discussion is basically, what jam about neighborhood. Neighborhood, I don't know by talk about but basically the question that the youth want to educate our audience on, or to just have this conversation, is the importance of neighborhood. So could you please share why is it a choice of neighborhood important for children future or for children development, based on your studies and also your background and personal life?
Thank you, Akwal Kurumong, and thank you to the YouTube team again. We're cái gì đấy. Lệ tổng đàn này chỉ nói cho nó gặp. Và
Okay.
cái nó gọi là bài thì những chơi gặp được quýt. Những gặp trên nhịp của tí là gặp thì này đang cái nòng. Các phiếu bao cái gì là bao cái tiệm phiếu bina por tin mà gọi là bao cái lúa. Những gặp với nó coi thì cái này những coi hoài cái này những là cái có như đang cái gì nó coi được anong ra de che ta on gol de chi kor bere gana pa go jan de ga pa yam de ra ta de me de bi ra do yo ke ne ye lo de chin go ber por ke je ba de che ja de ba de chin go de be di kai do chin go ber kor pa no le je la ga pa yam ku je la to ga ting de on ko te ke ti ja kai ti ga ja kor gu so we tem ke gam che ba ya mi la che ba do ra che ja la ka no ja la be ne la ka la ko ra ting be la ke ting de la gam so yen chimula yu ta ti la bala chen to ke chara ya ke ni ke yen ben wa jam tine ke chol ga ku ja ko ti ke ni yin ku te yen ko ga ti ne ban ye ka mo ga pe le te ne ku ka mo ka re ge te ne ka ben wa ke jam ba ko ngo la ka pe cha ne na che la ba go la ka ra ga de ko ri ru pi do do re do
Kajakan.
ka pe
Our need negativity.
yeah exactly so wa ba jam ka pe ke wa ba jam ka re ke we ko ko pan madina te no pan ka wa ja te na ye ga was zone or cho sabe te tong de ne kuon ne ke ga ka ga te pan ka wala ye na lo state kuja local council ku real estate agencies kuja da agencies gundu ke ga ka chire ga lo ye ne anong wan ke pa ja ke ton rural area pan ka wa te ma ta che cheng chiri cheng dan war pan ke ngara la wek de to ku tom di da ku pin di da ku to ko ko ka wa ja ke pu pan ka wa now and one kaka bin ya ja bin ya jam ha ko ben ma kila ko ben cities ku cities ke ka chen wo kan de ne che chen ne wa chen ne ri wa re chen chin chen ta ra ka wa ja ta ta du to pin ba jon ku dom du to we te we che ran ko ja ke ru tin ko ja ke ne ke ni yan ko ke ru wer pe ba de chen wo ben tin ko ja ke tim ja ku kun chen wo ni pur ke yen che man de ja le na ba pio ko na re ke yen war bi water ne ko wa su de ni bi wa pa na cho Australia wa ju bu lu ke chen ko ni pur bai cái chữ lau ai bảo cái re sa bẹp chụp cô coi riêng ai chia có gì rồi ai chia có ruai ai chia có nó cái đôi mà ai là bari rồi làm thì cái này nó này kia nó quỳ đá rồi nên cái chữ quỳ chữ nhau này có quỳ được đá cho cái này kia này chụp cho cái đây chụp bao người của của lúc tiền béo của tiền của cái nó bạc béo đối với lúc cara của cái chân đá nó nó quay chân cái nó của cái quay qua bút của lúa what you do where pin wan bi water and bi wa pa na chola Australia to wa ke chiro where pin sabe to Australia ka wa jar ban ga ke chiro wore ta ko ye ke rin ke tiyo ja ke ko ju ja ke chiro where pin ko re something happened am jam bang Australia a lot especially pa na chola Melbourne in the South Sudan ni ku ja pa na chola Sydney ku ja Queensland ku pa na chola Western Australia ku Adelaide ata ko ko ke ni Canberra ata barani ku ja Northern Territory Tasmania I don't think no ko ju to so kaka ban cái jam ko ka ba cho jam tin ne gam chen wa wan chen wa ri tin ka piel ko ga rai ka kai ka suppose ben wa ka ko tin ne re mam chen ko ga ba ga tio ki yen ba du chen ma ro nin chen wa ri ko wa me chi chen anong dong che ko ma ben lo 2007 mi ko a che ba nang mi chen ake la Romis train station ake la rail to win bene ke yo ke rut chanen kwa ja ke chiro do yo majority of route ake la to te chol train station ko ya yo ke ni na pa nya be train ka ja bo tingo kangen dom dawale chane chin tin ke yo ke ni ko ya to train station tan chen
Ege
ko ya la
kiri
to
ege
train
kiri
station.
angkong kapu mada.
Yes, exactly. So Tanjiro Biala to a train station, like I did Biala, with the top to Rabla Banti. Kurutika, Gajin Mari, Adana, Lonya, Kornya, and Win Kornya, I don't get on a chill with you. And number of the go, I don't you think like Jacob Yanga with your own being getting in Yap. I can I tell my chocolate, like a beautiful Biacho, like above a train station. Go out, go media Australia, but I would tell Yala ready to teach and I know why I Monaco and you walking in chicken yap. Actually, I try reading music. Now I try reading music, the wall, like Chen Minson, immigration, and Kevin Andrew. Joe Ben Yal would be led Sudanese that they're not contributing to the development of this country. We get initial immigration to South Sudanese and people to all the refugees will get by Father Africa. Okay, Sudanese. Can I show up a lawyer anyway? Yeah, now get a lawyer, then I come out below will be on below go come out Lloyd or now and the lawyer mark for Kakabia Tower television is for Aka Lloyd being secretly. Our police officers are taking to federal police officers are going to Panichon Australia or Tojibe. We to Kapumba to be what in you while I study what you did. I've been all the way to South Sudan, you while I think I don't know what you know. Now I never watching the wall go while you walk above village. So village in a guy, the guys got a little tapping. Yeah, I don't call one chicken to be at your donkey, I don't know get your culture shock because what I hear Madina Chirigan to Larry Yauri out and don't do it all about walk a real train by my walking, walk a real winter walk put in, walk a real one magic. No look at that. Can I chain a number loy? We are by your real estate benefit by you by big gallery. And I just feel low a char by being a cheap waiting bill by charping by buy with Yako Corgaban to Kuachida. Because you walk out and walk out from the welfare. Can I chain a quite bit countryside. Google away would pay up Kumakala would tell with deeping or white cake in the countryside. And now Lord will really know Puma and buy a gallery to eat upon Puma countryside, which is 3 hours away from Melbourne. Go can I let each was one hill. Later can a church or Tragan. Later can a book a church tapping Google regional towns. I can't call you for Achibia up there. So now I run it to Melbourne by that time going to be legal jam and thing. I think I'm not to getting it. They were aware and now Rawale ko kaja ablo ke juja riti dita. Recently kaja abi jaba recuperate financially san kaja jaba is struggling financially. So war kaja jala birchen war chen kaja chen yango. Special family daycare war chen mi da mo jaba bi yen chen go. Okay ni jago je bai. So kene man kaja jaba jago je bai. Ke chibe loya dan kaman yen the main suburb kene ke te pagati na ka gal bi ya very expensive. Go kaja ju go jal. Now on a local to chen ke outskirts of the towns ke te ko in my part of Victoria, we have a situation where you find Sudanese get teach all Melton, teach all Wyndham. Our municipalities, our city council areas, or local government areas. And on teach all the case academia. Now, no, you pack enough with your friend. Yeah, when you go up, you didn't get you with young with the suburb, high rise building, quite how I'm at me. Attending a channel again, you better put in work for. The Kunjana again, you better put in it. And I can't create a bit of watching. Ini kan orang kaji ya keping mana baca kalah kemisi kuan juga banyak. Jadi kau jangan berjalan cal kan rela itu cerita kan rela kan wakon ada rela anong kan cuma kilo piau kan wo. Berjalan tu nak kan kita pun bukan loy kan wakon itu pun kaci kan loy. Kayak teori ya kau yang cerita mana kita businesses, bagai yang local businesses. Cuma let's say for example na nongko barber shop ni kau tem ni na bang in Melton and we don't have one by the way. Cerita anda kau tem ni Melton. Cerita anda sudah ni cerita. So ku koi view ko ja jal man bi la te chot first ko koi by time in first ko I bet ko ke keep 30 minutes away from mountain area or from where la when you are kan kira ada nong local business in the area ye na chin local jobs area kan wala ri a chin loy do na wa chin local ku lo business ko wa chak loy loy ka ko ko ta lo we so ta da wa what it here what suppose kun den ke de children program book ya lo ben wa ko mi ko ya socialize actually educational program actually man iko ne no mi jora ko cool yi lo mi ko ko kan mi ken ko jer lo mi ko pye to mi ken bi ya jam to mi ken che wala pye ke ai yo ba de cha ga to ka ba ya na we ko le cái kaka này cái mình chơi với mình đi lên nó chól cồn bị như ông chól cồn quá nhiều tổng những cái cho lại cái kaka của chỉ cần đôi vấn đề cái bị cái cái chỉ mà như physical health and cái này cho health and well-being program cái chỉ mà lúc ở đây là cả ra là cái chỉ cần nhìn pura cái group yeah in particular can do that because one of a lot of health issues now cái kaka khi nó cái là nói chẳng walking when là helping when walk out taking advantage of it cái chỉ dùn có cái lối walk man why like gym cái nào thì like gym cái này thì watching gym we don't own any gym there and cái chỗ cái chỉ mà food restaurant watch a restaurant quan cái chỉ cái tar mi ko kuma na lo kuma na ka mi tu jun ko cái ko la cham ka ka kene ka ben lo won te wo ka tin ku ke ka ne ko ko ba ni al tigriya watch bu watch by in a large number watch real estate agencies cái ra na no real estate agent e cho de real estate agent ba hur ko ya mai hur ko nan aka wajara ka la mai nong dia na mis ku ja da e chen ngi chi ga loy alo mana no ga yuga no ga chol wins real estate agents so kaka kene ka ba loy ko wa ko chu ka kene ka ba loy da ga mana ga chi ma ne sukul ke chen wa ga la pini da ga chin ko ko no so chen lu sukul chen ko ji ja to ma di but mi ji ko no ga ji no an ke ko ka chu ko ke ya ne ke ji ya na chi ran pi ke ba chi ran pi ke ne de na bang ne sukul ukene kunora ndato bene porga vela nan sukule ke mi kwanye ke ari de jide ka ju jar do we ko ka ti ga ba ja nyin we ya ko we na la ki we re Canada so ka jam ka duel ga ta de yiga sibla ga ka ta ga ti ka ke yena ka aka kuon to the financial Victoria kuon bi ja jam process ki ne process di chon bu ke yu can benefit benefit nyai no one ke ri ke people ke la one support ben ke la new thing ku ye lo ya de wi ngai lo ke na ban pe ja ba ja nyen ha la ma kwan be ja la ja ba kai la yo ne ri chen wo la ri ko ba ri da ko wo ni ano ka pia support ko ko ni wo ano ki de ni cho political power or cho voting power people by use in the area ki ma na chu ni in one area ko ju wal bura to e dai cha kara ne chu ga chu back up ko bura ngina bu support local negotiate look you have to initiate certain agreements can ran can go la yen can accord ba lui walk away community can kuna chi lui walk in bugu chwer kuna chi lui next election term in ku chwan bu chi wo chi berin chu ber chwer can go ba lo ko why citizen kaka as a boden work citizenship da ban when you use it we're not doing that so kaka wo ko po chi mana watching local MPs ko members of parliament or an advocate council representative who are representing council non có quan trọng cái tiếng hoa cái giá có but majority of the market bên trong as Sudanese cái đó cả là tiệm đó là cái là council để cho Melbourne council luôn luôn cái gọi so but I think có quan trọng là local government cái lượng là tiếng nhiều lượng có gần lấy cái các cái council rate nên cho cái council rate cái này cho cái yeah fair on our people or not những cái chỗ cái đó cái chỉ là local issue cái quan của bên là bạn cái bài giảm thế nào là cái cái đó anh chỉ biết cũng phải đi cái
No, before one and again, I just first of all, I just want to thank you so much for just highlight and we're copying a job watching quality of conversation that is coming out now. One call Awan. You just reminded me, Pan Canada actually, no, walk a big walking ben ping, well, who be right? Because I remember on Kakuma, you would take a groupie, and I know leaders who want to continue to decide
yes
like how that settlement how can be to what how that will help people
yeah
cope
yeah
in
la
a
ni
new
bol bal
environment.
men
But on
ko
people,
ni
okay, man, Australia, Ben Canada, US, working when you feel leaders or I don't know, they haven't settled down to design what kind of life are we coming to start here and how we can cope with this environment. And it also reminded me, and I think other kid will speak to her experiences, where we walk away means who's Canada. Really, I can I can any advice no cock you can ben war. Watching wow, we have not been reach out to us like the corporate at home ben yen the like I go to any university quite that when I choose many universities, go along with a university, lot or no one okay, later at it. But can jambela no the university can belong kutoka ko no. So I try actually but like our community organization to kind of go and see quite one many migration okay communities talking no and the channel I hear the same story kirkin ne chalwel ko ka buku take thing ko abi akaroti ya because one on small problems but the leadership quanta association akin be ni pin kulwela le ki kirkin na buku lo and it's one of the reason actually be working in U10 because ala kira and I quite we sat down and did a research about our people in Canada. That was the first beginning. Would you expand to the world? But we realized the same thing. Well, in Canada, I think watching him politicians South Sudanese, watching him big invest like banker or as like angel investor or someone who is big in financial world to reach out to. We don't have like organization, Timan other communities in Nigeria, you Somalia, I don't organize such a way that opportunities are you can share among themselves. We don't have that. And well, what you so we need a youth hand. So just tell us if in your head before Benala Kirila Tijala, what do you think our people would have done to be nearly adjust to this Western world? And thank you, Adam Matala, for joining the conversation today. I know it's very late at your end. A big dedication to the youth and for you to be here with us. So we see your comment. So what do you think our people would have done at the time, or now what U10 can they make to actually? I'm just trying to rush you toward the end, but we will know it will begin with end in mind.
Yen incha leja Paul Kurungo or Paul Philip. Yen yen la kir we ko dai koi po a chibia fail the teacher leadership akin go bay gonna work the leadership to by Africa. A chairman Yamano work when walking watching the leaders. We have none. Can you lead that in the community? The so-called association going useless in so many ways. So I don't even attack a choice, attack a child community leader, at your community. I got our leaders to work or our leaders win for and get title when they're like, but actually leaders can wait. How could you go like that? A lot of them don't even know what they do. How many people chain you with them and wearing your good buy? And I give them some of the advice about what they need to do, particularly alone. But yeah, later, pitch you to it to work for work in being it, first of all, yeah, first of all, working and then around it, you okay. Yeah, first of all, I can go back to work to the theater, you will be a wire work. You will be a wire book, you may work. If you watch one the other, it will not agenda than there will be a work. Or about you are special Australia, then you can be a work out and get ya. Working the way you do them and work by him. You will walk about one group, one get you walk a two thing. Walk along you group, one get you find one, you might ball man. Kujara and Chiram Jangala, Kujaga Banjino, you take a down about it. I get you a kake non community leaders when we go to present non ke we went ake la jam roda kun pet no wo kena kin bu ba no watch bu du ga ti yo pat kweti wo to da te nom chakare nom ya join no ko la ni bu because nom ken na pa na badina ba ben pa na kawaja we pa na badina wo bu jam yi ga ti ko pat kwet kun kena che kare ko bar ni ko chen because bar no dai kam ya ku yung bra lo mi ha ko ka kin ba ti yung bra lo na walk in 10 years now Kawajar man they plan in 50 years, 100 years, 10 years. Ang ay plan ahead. Ay man war private ko you know we pay dan jito. Ajin pay dan. A community here a community here. E kene eating chen kawaja wa ber rio che ko. So yen working be we pin ko bu ting yo bu ko luer. Bu mi ko pa yang wude. Ko ni ko pan madina no ko ko mo. Ta ke chi ba ga le wan ja na ko ba ja pan ji 1999 ko ben ko la ka tu. Ko ba le men yelele yine ba pin bala bala ka bala cartoon yelele ko ka ba ne pol yelele la no do nya ga ra ye go ra kene ga ba ne pol ko na che yen ki cha e kene pol jan ka pa ne madina ano ko ko mo ko ka ko cham a cha ga bi yo nang to le cha re ti ji ka cham ko ga che ko ki be ra mi ga pe chi ran thal ka che ko di ra cham ke so kena ki wa ba ji ti yo ko lo na pa ne madina ken special ko te ran to madina ko ko wa to re ji ke mu ja ko wa to ke kate ne top ku ja ko wa ta ko wan ji ko ben ma dini yo support ben pa ma chan pa ja ke bo don wa kina bo Egypt kina ko ke bo ka tu bi la ben kri Egypt kina la ben kri Uganda kina la ben other part of the world bi bo yut kina ju ar kina chu ko loy ake ga ti ke lo ko la ni bu bu chu ko beta bu ya se chon ti ko pa da loy kene ga one of the thing which I want you to fail walk in when you pin can get you to be walk by and get you to walk here so cool will be bubble up here wobble up here you come a book of queen when you walk road coin when you walk a find a coin by walk in watch book weapon and I'm quite sure about in Akabo in 1998 go book and then get into business management and then you can get a marketable funding go book your independent don't now the chief job in the business management we get away to find the chance about go like you can change chana you know like I cannot think about you feel okay you were thinking important can manage yourself so that if I'm single development until today che charo ha jalo we come okay kai important now work open kira che ka de beloy we can work in between go we in ngam open kan we ngam open kan ana ran kin law university man ka le ran kin pi na law kun ke chol technical studies kan le ran kin pi le ran kin ti ka dam and I take all of a degree to do the PhD to do in a garage pay enough a meter. A kaka can do work a fail work. One been walk anything at a poor would come up with. By the way, walk a boy, walk a foot. Jim and Chen watch it, watch a child and Mitchell, what how very token of which we in top we can take advantage of that. For example, one would have farms for. I see Vietnamese Loman, Vietnamese around farm kit, walk it, walk a foot, walk a magic. What's wrong with that? Buy it in a big business, buy it, but then to be two manas, buy a magic or buy a lot of money. Kaya Asian man achieve a lot Asian man, but like I don't get Asian markets. Meet get one by your you like a action. Ukaka day for cake. Okay, they good. Yes. In a catch of fire, you quite gonna be a economic. By the way, quite a big cake and every because of money. What a big over for humanitarian nonsense. They're going to give you Kawaja don't care about you. They said people are a business. They use you until the day you die. And you're going to work. You're not going to capitalism in the case system part of the West. So capitalism, they motive operandi to make money out of people. That's what they do. So anyway, working one in the business is going to work at do it. And go with jobs for local jobs. Yeah, what you will do it on the watch it. We only got a big work by the way, we're going to look at Chica Wajaka, Chica Bello, you know the ring, you buy him a dog. You know, when I get Chica Wajaka, Chica Bello, go industries to go out, they were about to collapse. So they had to bring people in skill. Pick up a lawyer, branch in skill, they can do anything. They can do anything. So can I can being Benanga lawyer, okay, go a community. You learn it all with your Maya, they can teach you how you lawyer, but with your Maya, we didn't know that. Book Maya do we. Book I got in Africa, because you manage to book a book I got in Africa. Exactly now, what we could know, in single development, you look on South Sudan, would you twice South Sudan at your way? 32% of the South Sudan GDP, have been outside. Have been outside. Who you got to what? So now you think, imagine, what are you to what you will make it? In which will learn a lot of money, I shameful because in which you get like a lawyer, nothing. So can I put I can work with people by putting it into the world. Boom, Mongoloid, book when better work I like to buy it. Trades in my technical skill, but I can't go with. And I'm struggling. I'm looking for getting a handyman, but not below party. I cannot find that South Sudanese below. I have to bug Lokokawaja. This is a problem in a working when the now to get and working the kind of look at your business or economic guy in the barn. Night kingdom, economic power, even nothing, useless. I think Jackman political power, which in economic power, but I think it's always contribution to quick working with me and a book, quite cook your common Benjamin Vietnamese. Him another Asian or an Indian one, they don't even have to go quite what. How did you do this? We have a low hand. I can well think, why can't I think? What you want in book, go take a take what I want in, which you were going to know it. Can I get what you will learn a little money leverage in Sudan? What you are distracted someone else? We're destroying our people. Go here and get in the West, one look at destroy again. Get Africa. Kakawa pare ko aga chen wo ko ya fail it now I think it ko lu ko ju ko na pa ban ko dong leader or leaders committed da ka ya man ka ti chen wo ya bi se para da le no ka wa ja ne ke well english ja na ne ke ran ji phe ne ke ran ni kan ne ke better than this person because do ma ka nice but we get the same problem what you mean kanisa da what you mean muda kin ke da ko ya che wa le bas what ya ju ni ma che ko pa ka wa ja ke we space ben wo ka ko lo kaka kene ka belo yo pa ko wana mu kin mu we kin coi chuyện chứ coi lùi cho họ coi lùi nhà nước quan đến luôn cái hoàn chỉ có giờ lời của tôi đến cái trong kia chú nói cho nên cái quay của có xã Sudan mà nó chẳng áp phiếu mà nó cái yêu cái này là cái gì rhetoric và là yêu cái đối phải trên quan chú lời quay đồ nhà yêu quay ta ôi mình coi chứ coi mình thì chúng mình liền cái yêu của quá lùi lần quá lùi cho cái chuyện
Ibu
đó
ru jale karaji ko kapur ka endo jaw.
that's a fact the guy no 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 ano lo na je lo de dollar da ne wuni nya pa ni na yike ra yi mo nya lo ya chi ga ba ting so dollar da ne nya lo ku ni ga che yike ra yi mo ke lo ya chi ga ba la ti anyway so that with that day no the day with that I want to cool ku yang lo ni ku ga la ga lo ke na chi lo ke lo an ji lu en ji no ga ji da ga chi ke so chi lo kwan lo ra ke lo an ji lu wa sa ke gre wa sa ke de na cha lo so ka ja man ga ti na ga so bo no wa ko ri improve ba chin ke chu go lo wen ke tu we ko ba. So I've done a lot of filthy jobs. So actually, I'm saying about you, because you're doing, because they with at the end of the day, I told them, lawyer would we do the same thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
a lot of
People are
figure that out.
liking it. People are liking it. Lo cha cái dòng quay
So
okay
you
like
get to
it.
tell what we have filthy. Hello? Wait a minute. Network is playing up here. Yeah, right, live video. Sorry, guys. Kuol jaga la du.
No, what the network there is coach.
Network is a call jana chatting.
Oh, okay. Can you hear us now? People say you are okay. You ping coach, I say you are okay. So while I want to call about Kayen Alakirin Kabula about the question next, but I just want to say one I can win Chiko Chike then buy opportunities to pana and Chiko miss and we are focusing so much on association colony bubu korka koberni bubu. So our call is actually asking us what him chopping and say what him loyal or what him chop the other so that we think clearly and get involved in this economic activities and political activities that can work either talk or talk East Africa or talk in Shimal or talk any part of the world because also Sudanese right now they are all over the world. And so instead of us going to different part of the world, we are failures there. Why can we go to different part of the world? Buku chair mis ke Israel. Why what can barrier? Kod kwal kanisa ke lo wa kula walk why mis ke Israel? Wa junubi. Wa bi chair mis ke Israel. Achil pan yen Israelis yen ke kango. Ange ngapa jali Israelis ke ka kwa te pinomben. Wherever they go, they control money and power in them. So why in what town is Israel walk up and pinum go to what a Bible and act low. We are not I want to call I'm just could do the other sharau
Thank
and
you.
continue.
No. So yeah, we call for educative chen wa the way to we can. Now we're picking up yet.
Yes.
All right. It's a negative chen wa the way to now I think it especially on the benefit of Africa. What you quite for Africa, by the way. And to be honest with you, I don't encourage our young people to be bigger, and bigger point. It's not going to work because we are a little poor in Africa. Watch it on a teacher and move for Africa, young book when you can run a point. And over the Gadiana, were run a top on a gym and a deep on a gym. Were which it up, general Kuna Kindle Water, or Kia Burger or Yak, which it chin, Raperun, Kaway Jam, way and live, no Baker way. Queen and a live mostly at the Harvard, I look right, I don't too. Now, Lord Pan, let's say, for example, now get up chicken, yeah, I'll go it, you love Hogan or do that. Everyone be Latina, no, love you, the money, love them and Timera. Inchi love a lot, you pin left with a four to go with general. Then a bob of corrupt, no, the very well when you're up. Who quite a coin, no, coin on rail can get you a poor guy at them, win your hair pin, which I go with. Now, like a book, you gave me a chin, I can't get no. You know, love will do my job. Lord do me wanna go about bottom wanna go ko nyana bara ba buga tem panda na buga tawo kala buga tawo kate a jiga ja tawo kate ja la jiga ja jira jiga tawo kate buga ja donga da be ga ko kin jam yo jiga ku jiga yen tenin ji kai ko ene ke limu are ko lim kana ba na cha cheni ko nyeru ni ku bera ku ber ya runu be ber ga chero no war chila tini bin be lan be la ronde ene ke te lo ye war kana ku kana situation understandable because it wasn't your making a situation lo ya ora bor whatever chira yo ki ya kora de ku ine che ja ki ne ja ga ku ba ja rir pin tan ba la lo ro che de lo ki ya kora lo le kan ku nyin wo ku ku wo che ko ku bura ro be la ku ayu ku chan bura ya chul ko je ta to ban ku kana ke chol dependency mindset is ke credit ku yene ke wa system war bi what in refugee camp ku nyin na che cho ko nya e ya nga support bu nang businesses bu ka le ben wo ko la lo ya ko lu e support bu ko ku nya den bu ka pi ke cho lu ko ya lu ko kwa ke lu wa ba de ke ya ga ting chi ja ben che ko ben ma dina man e ke ju ya ga wan ya ga pi ke no bi do lu instead of taking people to town it's better to take town to people in the countryside where people can actually access resources in the countryside rather than big ben Medina big ya in a big slum and ghetto. So here for related in agenda the UN did credit for a long time. You know quite about town the cities the credential urban towns where they couldn't think and yeah easy to control them. Could be land which are free. Because land be free to all good for the environment. But they can indicate that you woman what you learn Medina man whereby what you learn a lot of issues. Medina can I job over oh cái cho cái phim này chẳng kia bạn cái giảm thế nào là hết để cái cho cái phải hết được của mình chứ only Australia but it is South Sudan and then too so cái à có là what you pay của nó có Africa mà giảm nó có cái cái 2006 aja cái 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 cool cũng cái này chị esa po bu ra na ko nya gora na ko alwel cha ni se alwel ke na ko bana mi ke na ke chiu ti ne re ne te ap abre de ya de ta to ben pa na ye ne re to ka dia ka la ben ya ko ko re de ke ne ya ko ra de ke no ko ke ne chu wo we chi wo ke ko ja ta in cái chỗ cái đang không quan chỉ wo rồi wo chỉ rồi dọn trên bài nào wa trên đang economic power bu business for credit em mà giá mà nó cái miếng của mà nó chỉ có bề ra là cái cho wallet mình cái chứ người ta đi tới wallet na đi tới wallet cái lui nên có anh cái gì nó với India mà bao giờ cái cho petrol station mà ý mà cái India cái chuyện với India này đang very smart cho nó cái cho skill migrant visa ai chơi visa lebih ka wajar abolish ala bi visa ko ban ala bi tiyan ko ban pare skill migrant visa chi lebih ka abolish ko ngeen ke pa bai ko won ba den bi loy e kana chi Asian na kana India na chi nyai loy ka ki ga loy ai ran den ko bo ko le nan company bela tin ku le ban ke bai ku je ko ke na bai je ya tu ti India ta wal ke ban ke skill migrant bi bu ke workers bi lui ke jo skill migrant visa ke na chi ga ban da wal ke ka bu lui ba ai ke ten da wal abe ya bu jau ko ri ta wal wen ka chen ke ni chol ka ke ba jau ko dom ta wal man pa man chi dom ya ke de bu yi ru ma ke ka gun to ka yi ju ku bi ru tau tin na mi ta wal ke nge ba wo ku yo nge ba ke de ni chol sa du kun ku chu nye do ke chu ko chu se ma ru ko chu ba chu wo chu na economic power bu what quit ran to let's say for example one of which ran 500 ran 500 ku be che bar we ran to li pe thì cái chia cái về về tụi bên cái nào cứ quay chết thì chỗ mấy cái mà nào gửi cho bạn vậy thì coi cái banking system cái này chú cái này cái ngoài giờ thì mà giao nó quay có cái trên à bên à giờ cái bây already rồi nhưng mà cảm ơn bây giờ giờ cái mà được bèn luôn chả nó phản như lấy cho gì đó đúng không AI extension of renting another way of like you that so but here jala tem ke kene ke chen wo ku lu tin awa che ke dan wa sa du lo ku wo ko ku chu nye lo are chu business is for credit because bank ko pen ke chol cho business loan chi đó yen ko cho chi wo la ko cho la chi lu ka sa ke chol we so ke chol banking system kin ke chen wo chu bypass ben wo ko economic yen wo community like your man chi chen wa jala tin I don't think no do lu ku pe le we too late by the way because what you ya right what you wear man jaman no we ken ka chira kan ne ko ro man ke ai we gen wo ka jala tin man so wo bi chen ke cho ke tin wo pan ke no wa chu rio ko ban ko chen unity ku ka man ke ko chu lo ko ran chu le chi ka wa jan ke na yen ba ko rio ma ga mi ja to ga le ta ban bi ja ja ba le ka bu ko lo ya ke ba de ti ti ke ka ba ma de ri economic or ko jen wo ko Africa ku te jen wo ko ba it I cannot tell you so na no ko ba ko dia da ko ke ne la ki feel free to jump in
No, thanks for coming back. One call. Ayaki.
In people are it.
Okay, yeah, I'm learning so much, and yeah, that's why I've been quiet in Gen Beard. Looking o- observing leadership, I can't share a data leadership, but observing leadership cuman pandan one oh kakuma beku benison there's always something about people thinking, pan chin bentin is right, like you just see it and you say correct. I say this because one month you ben 2011 kakuma ulu alai pandun kakuma. Like he doesn't like it. Alwe pani jing and pan pia terete. Eche bendu pani jing. Like irango. Eche bela du wana. Eche du pan takakuma. So we have that resistance to adapt, and that resistance comes from I don't know superiority complex, but I don't understand. Kwangot kolo wat man chika ben pana area coach. You look back home and say, "Why pan and Sudan will fix it," when you haven't really fixed where you are staying. So kitchen jam tina red and aqua also contributed a sustainability. Go in a kawaja we plan eh, every single every single year is accounted for. Yongobolo, they try to predict the change that will come. How are you going to adapt to change? I work a lot on projects, so looking at the big picture and then breaking down what you need to do to reach the goal is how you approach a project. So, Kachir Kaka, I think hopefully eventually our people or Kochia leaders or Kochu Chulu successfully adapt to the system. Kachilo in leadership, be Kalu think of. But yes, I agree that Koko Akinlui measure up to other foreign nationalities. Chulu migrate to the North America, Chiman China. You go every city and in Chinatown, almost every major
Yeah.
city in Chinatown.
True. True.
And I quite Ben and they lean into their strength. Like, what do you do, Pandun? One, Torrington. I deprich. They come and do the small Asian market. You get fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, and fresh fish. To me Chinese in a Canada and a Canada. I completely think that's where we should be thinking about, and especially thinking of the future generation. Now we could introduce Kuan Anabo South Sudan. What is the image? Young Ben Rano, na Jama can run Kulana Ranabo South Sudan. Mantio Kulana South Sudan, a disease, civil war. Not good things, actually. And so I think that's why we try to talk about it on U-turn. We talk about it quite who see the vision that can be different. Yung ko abu get about ourselves who quite South Sudanese wherever you are. Um, so can you back to the neighborhood as people mostly make decisions not based on community, and self-interest. And Mandana Kutata Berritin is I think the most important thing is family. How is that going to help my family? And in terms of family, how is that going to help my children? So how does that thinking about the future of your children or the environment, how does it influence people choices in choosing a neighborhood or choosing where to settle down, and then bring
Very
it
good.
back to the community level?
Very good question. Like you about barrel. Yeah, na connect you with watch areas when work like area like work research you watch a historical uh, informations or history of that area you go to. Yeah, you rare thing. You come okay some of the benefits in that area apart from your cheaper. Yeah, cheaper for kaka chu getting you would think na tingo buy ke cheaper ke bugula rere but that surrounding gonna ya look like rela kwa chal quite okay no way get we ya condition get in that area kaka we affected ku ka by chal ka ya tinga chu affected at the Japan Australia chimne chalo look like water want to pan Melbourne little when get your Adelaide now lot money you Sudanese man get your northern suburb pan Adelaide in South Australia. The same thing pan Western Australia you get your urban you get your Ellen book ye Joondalup ye Clarkson Saka Porta we Butler Aka Port area to Bang North na lor pa ni chol Queensland Queensland ga yo ke chol red pen yo ke je ni puruten to al yo ke ni chol kabusha or something like that na yo ke nang ke ni chol na lor pa ni chol Sydney ga yo ke chol black town ke ni pur process ye ne ke chire ke ne loy ko ye ne ka ben wo ke dan ben wo ben ra data pya te chol gentrification of polo purna nong to bine gar penye ten bi ko e ko big team and sociological terms ke ka upya gentrifications ye ne ke in ke process ye ne ke lo gentrifications AI process when you know when talk ke ko rich people or rich businesses and I think area to ke poor neighborhood in Tago ko I think you can identify where you think more attractive to their just business activities ke ka both in the wall we are town ke ko lui renovated we landscape we change we buy we build we develop a bit abi ya ko piela yaw and through that process can kaga ka bro lo tin ta na cost of living abula nyal ho abula nyal cái đến cho là cái giá cái coi bên nhiều resident bên cái abia different cái có vấn đề cái vấn đề cái này ye nó coi vấn đề đấy là cái ai cái affected với bên đang new neighbors với bên thing với bên đang với bên cost of living là chưa better to của các bên đó ra là đó abu riach so a lot of people ai in abu cái especially now coi kin hu chụp in ai in living the area yeah then come on cost of living ai bị cho jaman na jana lwel ken so poor resident winter to get winter raja allo ram right now cha ben there 50 there no to Australia pan Melbourne allo rate chon first grade na lord first grade man first grade town in the pan Melbourne ke 5 kilometers away from Melbourne CBD from the city so big business that you identified by 2050 or 2040 the first grade be a part of the city so about you get a business center ku gachi make an airport and it's about 15 or 20 kilometers away from the airport, Melbourne Airport. So a lot of big businesses are coming here. I don't think they Sunshine. Sunshine was one of the poorest area, was industrial area. But now it's de-industrialized because a lot of companies now are moving away from Sunshine area. Ko get to un there to ninge one ke chiem ko by the way ko the Sudanese. But I'm not in ko you get chim around this Sunshine Frisco area. I could push out the outskirts of the town. So areas got kind of business have been in our way creative development, when they are development area what poor in a comfortable can cheaper people are socializing in a very human like Frisco man as a good Sudanese you get you getting get in ko jaba you can ben from everywhere ben live in the one in ko you buy no business is not and you coffee can take a coffee can le get and burger no ya here to within the center and go you ko be ko jaba le man I look at push out and look at push out one little business that and achieve better by 2030 achieve better or even that 2026 so big businesses are coming in here they're building big apartment get a lot of new residents out of it. Probably are different from the people from the area. Even a jiggle local and city council Melbourne or you get any Wi-Fi get out within the center. And not to outside that you can actually access to the internet freely outside in Charlie. So it indicate your gentrification. Low gentrification in up to Kukara. Kayan Kara gentrification in Louis point in 1960s. Tinitual Ruth Glass and Louis coined today sociologist. Yen neto wunte pana kawaja whereby koi kota to denga pay kong nga to denga pay gentrification yen should be used in so many ways whereby yen get your classes I get no get your working classes I get in that neighborhood go into go children got a welfare budget of welfare so we get in gentrification in use it anong they show red line in ko chimana ko gonna be there jawa that anong the around that red line here then they keep a lawyer then no which all postcode as per each all panduna Canada but at a panda in postcode and postcode can it has something to tell about people who live there postcode in a long loy each all social planning and economic and political policies I can a policy I can lawyer around making the using the postcode of the area you know council you use a lot and get your way then state government with real estate agencies postcode can I know when you get okay high risk areas. When you get a business, it's going to join a business, you'll be established in that area. Or another area when you bank at Villa Coca, Chile, people would I try to pay your poor. so có cái yen wo ben cái wo je pa yo ben cái business loan e pen pa en cái cho cái ni cho là house cái ni cho mortgage e pen pa cái wa ru le e pen ko ju ja ni ti so the le ko chạy cái cái discriminate in the system cái chuyện này so cái ra đôi lối ku cái mà nó cái cho ja là cho lo hon chỉ lối lối cái đấy để bên vào nim là ku what hon chỉ lối lối there's no local job there có ra là lui far away from the area now nó có chính mà có chỉ push in that cái in that area when chỉ cái gentrify cái nó chỉ cái nhai tính của cả cái là lẽ hon when cho cái để cho là low social economic areas when chỉ any business activity no business activities or economic activities going on so me you jadi it I would deal in an area when to get poor cái là poor cả no me no do be cho poor too because you cho poverty and I check it then cái cho low income chắc cái you find. And by the way, can they are cancel? I don't know with the other state. I don't know the lawyer. I know the initial community profiles. You access down the cancel today. Household all about address around all about time. Within all about think while you get a lawyer part, you get income depend within the to that family. You can see from the cancel profile, little profile. You can get it to high school. You can get it. You can see all this information. I can try easy and now quite for bigger policies law about that particular community because you know who live there, what are the income in that area. So các cái có affected ở đây majority of you có mà cái có ra nó real world thì actually lấy được nhiều thực tế. Now nó lui là cái là far away from your house. Oh now nó lui là để make it cái ra là it 1 hour 30 minutes 40 something minutes chẳng bao nhiêu là tiền luôn cái là bên là traffic congestion emission. Emission time là when the families when they think it will be affected. What you mean that you neglected. Nó lấy lời lui social work. Cái này cho social work cho youth work cái đấy nó cho là age care or disability cái giá để cho upa mà có do là trên mà nó có gì giá trị đó cho bài cái này chỉ là một mình là chỉ cần lấy cái rồi nó đối bài chưa như mình đi là lui đến school we got no idea what they do because watching time gonna care another thing is don't go in cái có cái chuyện lấy lời trên đấy là nó lấy lời đấy là cái gì đó của lui đến của là bài mình đi đang mình chỉ cái này chỉ là trên local job cái lui rồi so cái của là quay đá bài chẳng qua nó như mình cái mình cái đó của đá bài mình là với chắc cả là cái clean upอยู่ก็là cái nên mình đang gì trên cái bên cái teenagers vì cái là vô là phải là cái cắt chẳng nó chấm ra cho nên chẳng nó trên đi so nó có chấm nó one more kid yeah right giờ có cho teenagers vì giá có teenagers là cái clean up cái đó đấy nó 500 của lẽ số đó là bên chịu achi ninge dia ngeliat $500 aja ninge dia ngeliat gitu kakak akhirnya waktu ada isu so aku bilang aku mau ngetes dah tapi kalau pang zaman gue kan udah dia lo yang tadi ala suku mana la tu ada waktu chula gue gini coba tuh lene fan saya lo boleh dulu cuta gue jual dari gue ler dia kan dia aja gue cái chụp quán aja dulu ya cái đó soft drink apa soft drink là lên quán quên cả yên ngon cái bé đến giờ nó lên mẹ nó trái vô cái nó cái cái đấy chào ấy tới đó then bị giáo qua lại cái bên nhà so cái có là cái ngon chỉ là đi đâu thì cái được cũng như giống ngon các ai cái crime cái là ta là đi cái chỗ nó nhiều qua cái loại đó cái vô cái factory là chuyên factory đó là chuyên cái là factory chẳng có insurance mình rồi nhiều qua dù 2,500 lâu cái cái factory đó mà nó nhiều cả máy cái chỗ vào đây nó dùng này cũng là người ta sẽ là như thế cái chỉ $5,000 a week $5,000 a week cái này ai từ vào còn thế chỗ vào cho nên là cái job black money cái này sợ nhang cái đó so we are going to really the areas các cái nhiều popular conditions cái đến cái area để nó đòi you easily because school are in that area nó để cho zoning school gì cái này nhiều cũng mà lối bài thôi chính chỉ là bài bè tôi là cho nóเป็นthe suburb or the zone which trên pandu tin so why lo gặp hơn trên work bên work có tình là but work với impact gì lối work ở đang là bằng được school cái việc cho nên nó school có trong cái việc but then I can go and be allowed by the government because it's out of your zone that zoning can have a condition sometimes when man to there school just yang the milk or just yang the milk you có milk chip khuyên được but most of the time is people I check when school is to high school man majority of them actually university cái này drop out here cái này cái year 9 cái này cái 8 it's very disappointing okay because of that environment because the school in actually mean of your school you ra no ở đây man just think cái này thì cái gì so men kina la binya pure la ga school or bullying another thing ya to come out so ka ke go ko ai ne re ko chol ko re ko por mi mai ko be affected ke ga ga no which all fine local council are ruthless in certain areas of work I find parking fine and ko ku mi cha ga ti ba pa yan do mai ki ja well a different direction ki ku and ko ku ku a lot of people don't know anong loom big council legal law because we don't have council representative, community education is not there. A lot of changes in the law in the country, people don't even know. Yesterday, Pandan Australia Lungar Waka passed by to the immigration law with the social media ban. A lot of people don't even know you look at password for the parliament. They got no idea. Now you pick up the immigration law, everyone. Then I visit the council we read we here we deported Manara and we deported South Sudan what you know children can walk one way refugees why to go away walk jump away children do that and wala to ke the government has the power big vehicle other countries are looking again who big land we people are settled in that country can you risk it to this country they don't want to keep you in this country they will force you to settle in another country elum jiben we want and a lot of people go to detention centers when they will find themselves in another country. Look at force whether you like it or not, if you choose dumb real we don't update ourselves. We can't do it. Kakawo koi po ayan walk and then issues that and get your bull when you put in. Another thing man actually loy man get your my chocolate. Hey man. Anong area chiman na Melbourne gonna know it's street wal ba yo bi ba ke ti cha to ko ten ke koi po. Kwa ja jal ga chop pan to pan. Ka loy ke ke na le. Ka ba mai ke ka live video la ba chẳng thiếu cái này tiếng đó thiếu yêu của mẹ đừng so na kwa game chi ke ya ko te ki na we thiếu ke game cha ke ne a chene re da chi ba na ja re di a kana some of the social issues they were facing ga ene ke cho da no agencies ruthless agencies or kwa ya cho repetitive organization when a peer work on our kwancho ga na che teacher wala tin ka jor ha no kana wa ne kana ko na wo they go and get grant funding from the government because I could be over so na jala ling ja kute ju ka gre ko pandu kon jagala jiro kon chana ko yi ko kene one of the things you will young re ki do ko me bang le wura woni alu kene e one of the things che chol po de be che di ko lan jara da lu bla be dan che yong mo che no yong le chani la go yen pa no it was one of the agenda chi gre che community da yo gre ku be information ku chira antu ki lo de wal ka che chi lo ko gar mo ndu ko gar ka ti ka che ju da chana go yen pa no it was really bad actually launching ko ye yo of course but I don't ko che strategy ka be you can benefit you pa that was really bad ka ke ku pa na ku ma ya da che pa ne ki condition in chi condition na lo u ge la ka la dia che pa ke for most of the time will be a high rise building ko no de chol no apartment he wo tin a ke lo ke 1950s ke de chol hotel on lo ke de 19 ke de go 1956 Olympics en get in lo ke de get in lo ke da man ke bene ke lo ke hotel bene pa ke ben ben ko ke tin da man Olympic 56 Australia and Melbourne wait out well what you had network don't have to get you frozen
Eat pinko.
okay so hotel ka kon to ke hotel ga chi ko bi yen wa chi ku ma ko lo war bi yin ka pa ke bai ka chen ke ma pa ya ri ron to bi cha da war here can you drug dealers war here can you ko wa jan ngong nong bad behaviors inge cho ke adam ni ju ja yong ke ten ni yong ten ke na yi la use do the drugs ke na la ke na la yong ke adam no mi ju ko chi ke ya yong ke na ke yong chi pe aka lo ke ko ga ke mi ju wa trauma man kuja yi suicide ko crime ke yen committed area yen ke area na re to no ma chaklat ki me dial pol ki niya ila ko chal ka ko anje bere ten ku ke ne ga ya one of the assessment in the loy net bang dia chare ten ku I think the relevant kind of situation in America ku Canada it UK ko lan jala UK is the same situation ko the same situation ko purun into crime is everywhere jobs are live ku by chocolate ya đang chi na sige na chukya one of the reason in the crime produced by the way crime is produced so I got produced a while ago go la no in jolly school to prison pipelines one day jam kinala aka ko ga lo ya in that area chene ko puru ni tin but crime ku ya police ya dan police lo ra jare and the man area go over police in police thing everywhere ya hiding era tiam So na area ni kete ko ay tin tawal ko police de tin arena pani chol South Australia man bang northern suburb. But ki ba ko gira ba jale ko police a pick up the tin ko ba jale na lor hon ko police da nang kirun dare kiting. The same thing in Melbourne and rich areas. They be police and rich or tura. Police da nang kirun rich kiting. En ke choga ne chol unhealthy eating in certain areas te wo tin won poor. Manang de chol nang area ba go ga me chol Melton. McDonald mana ka gagra itin ku ja ke ne chol KFC KF fast food restaurant by line by you. I'm not saying you're quite poor. I get your islanders but yeah that migrant heritage line di de you get my car park ke my line McDonald no car park unhealthy eating ke you meet na ting en ga nya zukul lo yan tin mana sa no McDonald hungry ja ku KFC at all mi ju mana ben ku kong ja ti KFC hungry ja in the morning before kin gala zukul awala le ga so they miss out a lot ka a lawyer in work ko when get any tong la rom ti get a business is ka wow pan chuk chan ni ko ko ngom most likely ti ka me ka chira ku ga che bi ke ya kor ma ngade ka nge cho no area to na lor mana no de cho organic food alu ba yu ke ga ke la de ba na lor ban ko de wo ti de cho organic food they got nowhere yi McDonald yi hungry ja ka ga ben on ko an che ga cho rebuild in the areas ai ga chu ben bi che bo ko ja yon nyang area de ko cho gari ro ko ngom gari ti ne de ga ya an de because ye ko ya musul in that area I we ko to ten we ga ya musul ila na ji charge and you call and report and complain to the council or to the state government. We don't do that. We like to go ngom ko chom sin ko ngom in getting ne wasaka in ke ya better poor and develop road and jiri ha gari te jiri because they don't look after the area. Ka ke ai in the area ka ra jari tinge cho ya den no ye lung ko ye lo ya den ya wel ka a ko ta ge de je wal man wel ne ga mi ru man no well ko je mi rio ko man no work ke area zen ko ke no a lot of disability issues man ke dira ri ko we ge li wa who can I che genetics ke man making ke man made who can I jira lo ge dita ri man an chi be jam tin ri para ka chi jira lo ten an je per ko na no ko ba ga tiat ko wala ka ko no ka chen ba ga ti feel free to do so.
No question for me. Kuol.
No, I want to call you are very exhaustive, and thank you so much, Abigail. Thank you so much, Wekodai. Please share this conversation. It's very, very informative. Kalwela wan keltene ke kaka we need to hear them. Oh, I call you cook by walk a button and in question, but here one call be shara who non because ke wa be ku boku lun ku pi rechi because what could you mucho boy in the first place, right? So what on ben ang book and walk and akuma koloku wairo timan ke ne jalwel which is happening here. You know locally well mo indu yen case the law yen akuma case pandu go you consider non ko lo ke genuine I encourage them because him na lu in abuse pandu in the balance you seek out but no, Coco is that system abused. And when you use that, and then the system now go le turn ke policy kuyen ke kricha kwen and ke ya
Yeah.
wan kor bulwelten. Then now the system now turn again is kok kwan ben kwan dona mit ku belu ben mi at yearly.
True.
So every action we do, either it has impact on ourselves and our communities be work a thing. So in Kenya, so one I call Rajabe do chien kubako belly because uh no ko ba ko mana lwale ko ta er ke ka yin ko ba that was the mindset. Right now, out of back home, I listen to a lot of what they say. Even war chala bara riti tiki chirpe ke one kalwel ke lo pana ko ka ira mio la ria ka ile. But before then, the one on there ke lo ala ko ka ir ke ka ta tiya. The only piat man e dollar no work. But anything else, action ke ber piat no work. But what they go away pure do cheer go up do cheer na you can ban me lo ke man ha kunim ge kwone ke lo la no just small fundraising and muka treasury board community Canada. And we raise a lot of money. We raise like we can just single event we raise 50,000. We can even raise 100,000. But then they don't come back to our community here to make us better. I channel back home and kind of take a little bad investment ever low back home. And we really not been paying attention environmental or within the impact nature loy obesity at a thin 2020 disabilities ke ka ya okay because kara e kon mu jiga ni ka system allow ke ku je wo mor nyin pe so jande ka ko da yung reason bi wo ke why bo ke bon wa ko nyin wo ko nge but from chin ja be da no three reason ke jaga du ngadi jaga jwer ko and how
network
can
do
we
do yin
use
ade
those
da
reasons to
ala ke yin
our
da
better.
ko clear.
Yeah, Aqua, I think the internet is bad.
Yes. So while internet I want to call us the can load the ban ke we ko dai ku kor ku bi one be dissect the reason be work because we are and how we can use those that reason from Western perspective to inform our choices moving forward. Because but moving forward, what do we need to do? And we have to begin from the reason why are we here, and then where are we going? Who are individual? Who are community? So when I tell you, you can hear us. The question is, why are we here? Yeah.
Thank you very much. As I said before, walk a big get in a reason be walk and up my by can walk a bank in Gaga. Puke Kabatio. Akabatio something to do with the United Nations Formation 1945. On Louis UN Louis Form 1945, United Nations and Chicken United Nations Refugee High Commissions. I should work at any UNHCR, I should book for me to facilitate refugee resettlement around the world. What you in the Eastern Europeans affected by the Second World War. But as time goes, and the resettlement on the refugees, a Marshall Plan, initial developmental aids, a Louis credit on the New York and initial Marshalls. And again, Louis credit, Louis presentation, and Louis presented to American governments that we need to elevate or we need to rescue Europe from economic collapse. Buga yen wo when ke garo la develop bigger la machine. So in ga jibu to ga Marshall plan in ga jibu ja to wa in ga ja ga tinga yen ko man be no la country be yen wo ga ben ga la develop. Buga ti yen string so and in ga Europe na ji string ga chiga attach on Europe. It was great, it was easy. Agala ga ga la do ba ji tin wo ga chen ga ba la do. So what I'm trying to say is United Nations and we formed to help the European countries that were affected by it. Eastern European countries were affected by the First and Second World War. But as time goes, people look at it, they look at it at a global perspective. Because United Nations, by the way, Louis formed not for the world peace purposes, but it was about to bring the one world government or to bring the formation of one entity when we put in the by 2050. They get to the form. United Nations again achieving again because kum ke yi the big liam was yi because the big kum one language whatsoever. So now on the chicken thing at all get all the chicken can be which is liam ke la the tong ma cha tong to ra the river ka so most of the Tong Tong around the world when I get tied to this global agenda that it is let mix people up. Syria and Aga business because we get a bigger benefit on Australia or Canada or other countries before 2011. But after that so-called regime change, they're all over the place. Ukrainians, Aga bigger benefit, but now they have to move, they have to play around the world. I can get you down. Be worked in a new facility by the United Nations. Back the Australian perspective, keep game Australia working. But it on the actual John Awan fight in Australia or get initial Liberal Party are conservative, are the chairman of Trump and a chairman of Democrat Republican. I get you good wife. I do want being led by the man, I can have joined you push me as an president. They don't like migrants, but because they're being facilitated by the United Nations, they cannot say no. Australia not in their own interest. Three interests got to be worked in Australia. One, economic interest. Refugees are really loyal to the anh chỉ man yi loy loy when yi lo ring yi chicken factory loy loy when to got a skill job labor job when chỉ có loy ke kaga ka bi wo ko be lo ko na ji ban ga ko kin pi ko bo ko ngom they can do anything. Secondly, if you walk here, then part of the global family. The man I took a pure man for an imported that to South Sudan easily. The man I get exported, I mean. So man I keep off, I keep a pick up and I call you man, I know birthday celebration right now in the village. You baby showers, like a party, all this stuff. I get check up. I get check out, you get thing on Facebook. You get your malaya. You got it on Melbourne, in Australia, to get your culture and a walk and get a lot of video with Malaya. Ka bi ruwa ka go ka ko pio go be dai pi go be dai yen pa ba yi ke ko be ja re ma tina ban ke you can know because then get it you get ko je pio de ko pia na ke ja re no ki ni ke ran pio ke ran pio bi du ka bi go cha ne yi bu ba ki do ba ke ne ke bi wo ke de and Australia called Security Council seat. They call seat in security in the United Nations Security Council. Which and begin Security Council, they allow them to be comply to their United Nations obligations because I told a signatory to the United Nations Refugee Convention. So the actual sign up, they cannot say no. The guy keep it and get seat and can the same thing in another kind of other countries. Yeah, for a really the only work is to get safety, actually education, what the face regulation chứ có con về đầu bên phải đi các quay phía và biết là phía đây rồi mình nói cái này cho cái gì đây chỉ là mình quay trong cái phép cái từ ta ta không quên nó là chuyện quay trong phép là một bài học và nếu có cái làm cái chiêu tiếp tục cái rồi cái cái học cái bài thứ nào quay chỉ lùi cái phiêu và cái lùa cái là nếu mà nó lùi cái mà cái đấy nó cho cái đó lùi cái mà accounting mà cũng là lùi rồi đi là nếu cái nào lùi cái mà cái đấy cho I don't think they were not expecting a book. They were expecting a book to be loyal, which in the book period. A couple of them lockdown, coronavirus. Farmers, they were crying because they run they work as a benefit. We are backpackers, how benefit we traveling around the world. So now on the other day, border just shut down, which in backpackers. One of God told me to understand the social welfare. Are regular Louis the domain. We would be already, Kumago, quite all Pacific Islanders, go on a quarter in the neighbor countries. We have been doing it. You got your papa, New Guinea, here I live and buy and loy, you would buy. Who got kid copper, baby, because copper and say, I will do a quite you want, I will also pull it back. Who could pure young. You watch what you like university, but I don't degree when I pay. Who might have opportunity to get the and I'm going to pay. Well, sorry, each experience or in overqualified. So another one, you can't do the which I pay that I can give you point. When I lost out, so then get up and that that's it right now. I technical skill. Very plummet. I call you carpenters. I call you can edit your I call you can edit your how would you put agriculture? How would you put get edit your engineering? When you have basic skill, when you get it, even do in a factory. I can go for South Sudan, as a cleaning job, you can go cleaning company, you can do a lot of work. Or business people, even shopping center, for example, watching shopping center or shopping mall. You are a organization, you are 200 shopping center. We didn't do it over you got to buy no it. Because I'm getting a lawyer. Think that you would think that you point by what you pointed by. And again, the chain will be out way, again, will be in what ever diet. Cathedral, I will be value. And now for good conjunct to move forward, can I do a get up and do a book better. Charcoal tank, the very tank that get it down. Here was social one. I'm not getting a social enterprise. Social enterprise, get a year non-profit organization. Social enterprise. Germany Uten, for example, we have social enterprise, like something they do, we a cafe, then look, Why ben tina le te ke ko le te na bu ping ye ku pia bu ping aba ja bo la go je competent aba la go je te ni ke tin cham ke aha u ke bu ke be ya la ka ba ke ya ke du ke u10 ko ke u10 supported by u10 go ya continue ke ka lo ke such an enterprise can go for. We need these business ideas. You know, who can add out the business perspective. We need to make money. We need to generate profits, not booyah, non-profit organization. We need to generate profit. Nothing wrong with profit. Kaka, akora ke wo buka kon. Nye buka dari wakang do ni ruai. Ko je pi ko madina bana ruai kan ni pa che ruai ya mi. I don't believe that janina ko ja ngalo la buya on non. Ko ja ruai kan ni kenya cuma di sini mana ku wala kir ka ji ke ko ka ya ke ya tu ke ma ti be ka lo ku lu ku na bo ko ko yen ke ten ba ku ga tin yu ka ku na ji lu e le ra na ko lan ku la no na ni lu wa ma tam community na on ga lo la ra di ya na ra ko ka ri ti ke pa ko na wala la ra di ya la ti ke jo mo nya do le mo nya de ki rai tar ni do be cho na yi to ya le ba to ri ya ra mo ba ta ri ya ko ko ri ya ke no to ri ya ke na ko ta ri ya jo to da jo be ge ra cái gì nó pin là bên là đứa không là đứa tìm là đứa ngồi ấy ra đến là cái tìm được là cái tìm yêu để yêu ngủ mà nó sao ấy chính là lên trường ấy chỉ là chú giá phi đấy cho cái đi cũng là giờ thao vậy bây giờ này đi bán nuôi tao ăn chắc cái nhìn có cái rồi chịu với đứa của có làm cho nó yên này cả bây giờ nó đủ đủ ba phải trời nó nghe vừa được cái có yêu ra nó bên trên bên kia rồi nghe của cái gì để nó ít rồi không phải cái nào đó cái chân lắm mà của cái số của người nhai vậy có chút where the banyan to by the way ake ke chol kwat to with ya ya ku di ke den lo jor ko ku ke ga ke pi ne ke chol bi ke chan ke mi to pa to ke su de ni se to e ke yi juro ku juro li wona ke ya ku ke ga ke da bo bi wa pe wa pa pa ne jem ya ne ke system di wa tin para kin go be lo e ko ke ne ku ne ko be ne ke da du ti na ma para ke wo pe da ne de we na a lot of good experience en ke ko ku bu ni ma bu nye ku kwat kwat nye ku ku lu ku lu ku tawon bu ba cho bu ra cho wa cho pin ba ko ba cho pin ki area te wo tin ke do kan gala or ku bu ne political political power in the area whereby bu ne leaders wo mu in that area ku bu ya na ma ke ba ni che la de ya ran cho den to mu ke la ke na no ra ni to ku la wo che ba tong to wer to ku la ke yin ban gen ko ku ke wa community your interest ya ke do you have to go and lobby you have to go claim cái cả cái abe lui go cái rồi cái đua đó là chết cái ra cái chết bây giờ bara lại dính cái ra cái phía dính cái ra chẳng biết lại lui nè cái rồi luôn vừa rồi nhiều anh cái chỗ đó theo cái business của cái nói sao mà nó nói cái tem thì mấy lối vào cái đó cái bài down to practice what's wrong with me but then business thì mà nó ra tem thì bao nhiêu cứ nhớ cái nó work hay dùng cái phía nó gọi cái rồi bên là mình ra nghe cái lối ở chứ là chuyện lui qua đến lối ra bài thôi và nó theo cái business mình cũng nghe bên này ra cái tem ku jela rana ko tem ko lawo no rande ko sur ben nang rande wure tapping kawun you would think the one who nang eat food who nang restaurant ko la ko tin ku du ko business la ko dum ko ku du ka ko be jo expensive and which are ridiculously expensive to the point like ka ko na nyai pio ke mane ke la you no randu price ila you no randu ela you ko wa ke price ila you no alenda kra le ila you ko to no pi ke businesses ko no customer service na all poor already to the point like I know run no do kande wanda wale and it kai controversial na you ka pin ka ler ba gura ku ga ler du kande so ran gele le customer da bane de mara sa boko yo be video ler ba gura ka pin ge in ye customer da ko woro e ka ko ko tan ku ya da bu customer service bu pure good and good customer service skill by our friendly now like smart greeting people in a very nice way and ku ga ka kun ku we mara da wale e kana be wa you business ko jo wa ku you would qua bên nhé chuyện bài thì you có nhiều quá đây you cái cho social skill bên mà cái mà nhiều people mà nó bảo là cái là mình có hoàn bộ pan sao sudah cái violent là chỉ trong cái trauma ta mình bị cái bài thì nó violent than us qua có hoàn bộ bài so okay cái nào có cái phía đang như vậy thì mà nó cái cho là how to say thank you or excuse me cái polite manners cái cái phía cái là phía sukula cái phía bài ama na luwa mana sukuli mana bani na sabo be no pa ege cho adu meta nye chenga pe bra presented mana mi ko mana yuga ni da kira na chin men da chin me ku yugu ji ga jala you know ko ji ni yin ya e turu music ni ga pin ku ja video ji ga wo ko ba ka ko ke mentor alu mana sukuli mana na do mentor some kids talking to them. Bagai la kachi ayi kai chola N word. Mana cha ni to kana lagi hal mana chi ke be use mana ke chola ba la bagai chuat ngira cha ke cha tar nyang yu. Yi be chen do ra tam cha ga le sweat. Le en ke yin yin ya. Cha nyai kan ni mana sa mi do mana la be kan ke mana cha na chi ga ko le da. E ka ke a for ke ko na yu chi mana ke mo mi la bu che ke na ga bi ke wo. Le bi ke chi ju ko. Wo ba live ko se. Ano mi do en ke mana na le chola mageng ke de chola African library chola ba ya ka plants. Library in human ritual first grade. So I'm working closely with the Manasa and I will call for community support book when you're at the library to the way to a big program. I'll be committed, but time depending for a museum and a bag and young. No Guruchal girl charge a bang and they do very well and can get into African youth initiative. We need to have more youth focused forums. When a kilo bang and Japan, Katia for better worker chopping. Which I know all a real thing in a book like look at it. Then we are putting real estate agencies. The real estate please come up with a business. We need a real estate agent work on big or up get a real estate agents. Or we need a gym. And what will look like a gym? Nothing wrong with that. You know? So and Japan, thank you.
No, this conversation is very very powerful. Thank you so much. And we chocolate we call die and we conversation. Share, like, and comment. No question. This time, watch a bear. Usually, can you teach 1 hour, 1 hour, but right now you are over 1 hour. So we thank you for being patient with us and sharing your knowledge and experience with our people. Our people need to hear this. I think I could and kilo good in the U-turn is about doing a buru do book I took a think ben walk around by chol ku bu lu reflect. So this forum ko yin iran page ben ku yin you could be there then ko your first time do on this platform ke ko wel ku tene about have ham chen wa ga be chan ji ben tong jing tek cho and ke chol have very important. And ya wan ko le le ti chin up tin a le neighborhood to yin tin e ko cha environment to yin tin e cha e mit cha and a very true nothing. And didi ngadi Eastern Equatoria and ka che panda so imalwele ke tiom doru ke ilo cha.
True,
So
true,
it
true,
didn't
true.
it didn't make sense until now I listen to you and I was like, okay, environment ko chala de tu mi de ka mo wara ale tia the ben majority of the ke ora ke ale tia.
True, true, true.
Actually, in most cases. So environment ko chala giten mi ko target in the neighborhood yen wakala tin. I got child. Now you lot neighborhood when organize the man do a chill get organized. A good thing here and a little bit of well environment or in Pinion Gailon, I child which were gila by actual. Now each other one lazy color by lazy. Now each other one call we progress, we love we progress. In Gaki, I want to get no comments at your land. So I'm very thankful for that information. And I want to be cognizant of time, so I'm the opportunity. But like I know last question with the or reflection with the other conversation, and then I will come back to you. One who but we do job good, especially with focus on neighborhood and what our people should start doing now going forward. I know what happened, teacher alloy there, but looking at the future, what youth and kind of people make to start thinking about this neighborhood in a way when we are empowering to be a future generation. So I'll keep by your platform, then I'll come back to Awan and then show but here so we will make it a series because this is very important conversation.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just to reflect on what I once said about enterprising. So just for if you're watching, we have been talking, we've been saying we need the U-turn. Non-for-profit is good, but I think that sustainability and social enterprise was created to bridge the gap. Stay tuned. We will have an announcement before the end of the year what we are doing. We're quite at the U-turn to lead by example, if you will. And I strongly agree. Now you're not in position to start something, to rely on your skill, to take advantage of resources in your area. Please just go ahead and try and do something for yourself. I know Kocha are busy taking care of bills, but bills are in sustainability. Now a lot of business you're getting like these big names, Louis Vuitton, like all these big names, I family businesses, and they started small. I gol by, Biran took Bugol Chuk, be the next person to take over. A family business. I can corporate Roja Gol. Startup auto, yes, but eventually you can watch it family business if you follow global supply chain. The food is controlled by a few organizations. Fashion industry, very few families. It's not organization, it's family. So now lawsuit, kulor balaguj, you need to remember that kichawaje, the brand chawakana brand is somebody's name. Somebody's name is on it. Alan Chenkana, Michael Kors is somebody's name. And you are going to give your money to somebody else. Yung chowo kicho kayen road ko ye jeng. Biran be brand be gulcho ki a Kuol enterprise or a one Kuol I don't know, textile industry. Kachiri kaka. So I really like what we're thinking about in the future. What do we want to see? And also being observant, but think to really think how things are done. Yeah, yeah, Lloydie, do buku ting nyal. Really dig deep and observe. When kia awan ko today is really very observant person. I think I just went system how it came to be, and it seems our people are not understanding the assignment. You need to understand what you lost but question but queen but continue what is required of you before you start responding. Otherwise, kaba watch and in life you if you mess up a little too much in a body of Kowaniku in a different environment that na you are more observant and more deliberate in your plans so yeah, I running business doing Chagolchuk, and you want to let the GM people know about it or GM speakers, we strongly encourage you to reach out to the U-Turn. We really hope to showcase good stories. We are all hopeless. We are doing a good story. We know here we're selling Bakul. Please go on the Amazon and order something. Bakul Baundu Toki being young watch one of the cultural things you could look and I wonder where we can Bakul Toki doesn't feel like home at all. So she saw that opportunity and she's bridging the gap. And yeah, so that's all I'm gonna add. I want back to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think about Jal conclude because kida la ko bar kuna inje be ber dama da ke ko jai pio da na ran por da ye ko yo ke ber ga chi ber wo ya maybe I skip ya to go let go la kar so buku kida bu conclude ko ke yen ke chol gap te no wa gap tin ko ya ko cha yi jeng lu le yi pin ko ngin ko ba ja yu ba pin ko tin ko ja yu di yu da ba yin yo da do mi so you pin ko cha te le wo tin ya dang bu ja yo bu ja la gap you don't jang lo no jana che chipa you continue with your research lo area de cho high risk area to man ba la we ga ene ke de cho ke de di ina de ke de cho insurance no ka cham re insurance ria to ya kar ro la nyal chane area ta ke classify ke high risk areas media report ya dan area reputation area tanish man area cho Melbourne da man 2016 on go like de cho APEC games part of Victoria or Australia ko ji ke kawajat to Melbourne including some of my colleagues here in Melbourne, we can end the library, we can Melbourne. I will bake and I will I go to be like get one cup. And areas are and young. I know financial Queensland, man, could lot in Manaka, insurance by. And I'm just yelling or some areas are and they deny insurance because it's all high reserve. So you could pay counting before Kenny Law. And Uncle last year, Marabon, where they did all Marabon River. Ejibu where the Jitian Pew, where by get a well long go pew, go very long go pew, go very long routine. A carpet, moving to wood, which over I already go to, I give it any damages. I see insurance give it denied because you shall beg I can sure because I don't high risk areas. I area want to get flooded. You area counting, no, you want to be a boat. No, you want to know a lot of issues. No, each other besters. A chemical ready in the wood in 1950s. Not any James Hardy. And again, no company can. So go come to investors company chemical. I used a while of wood when I go wood. I would come and ask and now wood there. cái nó là the best of some nó có duyên po na cái có được cái nào mà kalau begini ke beri chen pera aja dan itu ada best of cái này gọi là gì bánh chuột mà được mà kucing mà được mà bác chi lui clean mà cái chi some weeks mà or weeks out cái đó sẽ eating everywhere cái đó cái này gọi là phải uống cái gọi là gì bánh chuột so you would con cha would por cái là ini cái chỗ cái đang nó có gì ai đi nào mà cái would chi cái này cái nhây nhiều cho nên là cái là gì cái would cái là cái nó có rõ ràng lúc tin bố cái ran chul kula gun de lo poi yi ko builders lo poi yi ya ora nam ya lo collapse of the cái này chol cái de warranty chen so you ko pin kong tin ko bu ja la ya kong tin ya de can be me you can be benefiting from that area you can be way benefiting the individual in that area how far is that area from your job you lo ya ko kong tin ya job market lo bi ko to no mi ha ko engage your businesses that you mer ku the areas when work to why one family al would is nonsense ge ya ne jurban jurban na chen ko ni wat ne enom chiek la bu ku na chen nom de wat ne de wa chi pa na chu kong ba de pa ni ju chu kong tin wan chi be wa to tan wo ge dan ge bra lo na wo go ro ga ra je na wo go ya la re ji na wo ji re na ji ren kwa ji ya wa ama na ku ara ne ya na chi ra la le na je lo ga cha da lo ba gi ra ya don ko rin ga ge ra ji ra ja ne won tong da ne ge dun wan ke pya ba ba we ti won da na ba ra ji man je wo ka ja la ju bu vi re no lo ka ra ji man ka ya re ji ko ko ga ji na bu ba do we ko ga no more than us a ji ko no individual man asa ra no wo ji wo ge yu jo ra ku ni wo chen wo ha se chen ko ga chai wo chen wo ba se chen ko wo ga ju ku ga ju ko ni ni nya na ko chen ga lo ku ke ka wo ke ne lo mi tu na lo ge je ke na lo to I don't know how I are benefiting from it. They love us so much. Because who come and out of paying it, man. Thank you very much. I get yellow then for so if Sara got you the work I watching the shooting. Them could book my chakla book upon. We have go away. Pin I took. I think pin that you do. Man, I call you over at all. Get to be. I can give a after 60, 40, 50 to 40, 60, can do it. Runa log a gelatin, trying to analog a tool. Kaka, you would time you would use of it. You would do no much chakle, Gary. Look future and beautiful. In the way one. Cái tin cái cả bạn đều yêu mặt yêu rồi tí thì cái nhà nó có forum để nó cho yêu tiền cái này phải lúc blame game của chính quyền đang anh ông có cái work anh ông cái work là bên thì mình tắm mình bu giờ vừa là đã phải trên recording thôi topic very important bu cái giá nhìn của cái relevant cái nó có phải lưu rồi work out bạn có phải suggested on the general recording tool we can do again you face to face and do you online nhớ cứ đó online platform cái này cho nó được nhớ coi chán hoàn cho nó bên đây là để nó cho social media or Facebook nó chán mà nó cần được cái ra để che giảm á che giảm mà nó bị cái nó tôi đi cho nên chỉ là biết bên đấy thôi bên đấy mà nó thôi và cái bữa đó tôi đi cái này cái này chỉ đấy tôi cái này đó tôi cái quay chiến na chiến là tôi cái mà nó liếm cái này nó liếm cái này béo cái rồi cái này em phải coi liếm cái quay chiến and bấm truyền ngang lịch này nhau cái lịch pin bao trung nim cái liếm chỉ còn được chính cô na bé đó tông nhau tông pin bé đó bé trung cái chuyện về tiếng ga bé ở trên cái liếm trên cái đủ tất cả trên cái thì so liếm cái này thì for some reason ấy chứ thì cả ba so you liếm này you take you cho tài nhà ba cái vấn chuyện nhà nó gọi chiến cái nào thôi cái chú will có mà cái will mà nào được pin này cái cái nó cái cho cái rồi cái thằng cái gam pin nó era luôn rồi nhé vừa rồi jam lại thì jam cái lời tao yêu ta gặp yêu anh thì mà đâu vậy trên na nó có phun giáo quên cái nhịp quên lùi cái trong và đi chụp ra Dubai đâu em cái gì mấy cái ra được cái là biết là có gì thôi so cái yêu đứa làm quan làm giá mua lên phim thế đó cái gì zero à quá giờ watching away có chuyện when it doesn't matter whatever you think you claim to be and you're doing non PhD nonsense à quá giờ don't care about that you could lùi này cái betting nhớ rồi you could giảm cái đó là cái gì lỗi tôi giảm cái gì lỗi tôi nhớ tôi lấy rồi và bây giờ chuyện là có chuyện lưỡi của ta mình phải tận đi rồi anh mà myself mà cái anh inner kia chứ là cái điều nó nhàng nhàng cái I used to do a lot of things mà lấy inner kia là có đuổi drop so cái cả mà lớn mà I'm investing my time now in young people nó cả vào cái bên nhau cái lần chạy gì đó cái lần cả mà đi quán chỉ có được I don't need leadership no leadership I don't get it actually formal leadership in get better than formal leadership you can do a lot of work but you don't have a title I love that anh nên lùi phải thay được tí thay rồi cái gì và na ba ko ja na dal ban ja du non se ne cái chol bara le cái lo ye cái batin for cái batin mi ko ga yen an je ber wo ja ga ana wan ko la and on show that you can be organized, we will be dive or we will put you better. Thank you. Thank you,
Nelly,
Yutin, by the way, for inviting me and so on to be on your great platform and your great show. Which I can let you know a year for Linam you take and you give yourself a time to come and do this. Please, thank you very much. Go ahead with it and you're changing lives. Thank you all like you. Amazing work. When you get one car, you can you say a lot of work. Yeah.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, my brother, man, I knew. That's everyone can do. So anyway, we audience ko ya chawa na chugur we baka japol baka no great weekend and stay tuned. U10 will make some announcement this year. We are going to 25 with so many U10s, positive U10. Chawan ko la and yes, we are continuing it. We want great change in our community and change. It doesn't have to be a better one. I check out and talk any check and a ping which yen ke impact chu loy can so loy share ka da nang ra le gur pyo this message and of course kur buku ma to wanim pel ku ka ke wo ka cha wan ka lwe ku buku ro gele da wale because kara you ka le I will do no work, big work benefit. So in came my main takeaway. What ham offline you could discuss, but ham online too, of course, and be a neck to be a topic in a one book because online in the bag up ham doing in a good way. Like and I have started moving negative people that are causing me headache on online in neighbors. That is another help too, because I want to be in a space where there is positive conversation. Jimani yuta raja koro is space where a live let ko kwana nge ku association when ka politics when ko ke. So you watch a gambi a chukul well ham online because this another neighborhood here walking abu baby another time. So thank you. Nelly Kenwek, thank you so much, Awan, for being a U10 advocate. We will continue to have this conversation going forward. So you are welcome back anytime. We will have next conversation. So I'm sure you are content. Well, you nearly don't get away. We call die. We call to Africa. We call to Asia. We call to Asia. Nearly get away.